2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, everyone. We welcome you to the NBA All-Star Game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg.
And you know what? This is probably, Kevin, my favorite date on the NBA calendar. I mean, with the amazing collection of players we have here tonight, this year promises to be an epic event.
Absolutely.
Guys, it always is. I mean, the privilege of playing in this game means so much to every one of these players. I mean, being on this huge stage brings out the best in the NBA's biggest superstars.
Now a look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. Harden out there with Doncic. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then it's MP. And it's Tatum in at the power forward.
And fans and celebrities alike. Have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And, Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had, taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, earlier I spoke with the East All-Stars head coach. Now he's spoken with the guys. Now he wants to make this a competitive game, one that features at least some execution and not just a bunch of lobs. Maybe some ball movement. He said, look, if we're going to be out here, we're going to take this court, I might as well try to win this game. And that means playing the right way. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
The East All-Stars shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And that one falls for Anthony Davis.
When you talk about two-way impact on the game, AD might be the top guy in the league. I mean, when he's healthy, he's a menace on defense with that length and timing. And offensively, he can carry a team.
Embiid. And the shot goes down.
And he's been a gem this year. I mean, there have been so many highlights for him all over the first half of this season.
And I've got a feeling, Greg, he's just getting warmed up. I think he'll be even better after the All-Star break.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here. Here's Garland. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to James. Jokic trying to free himself up. And another miss by the East. Here's Harden. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an All-Star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the West All-Stars. 3-point lead, and it goes down 2 points.
5 of 5 to start the game, and it might be the second quarter before they miss. The way they're knocking these shots down, boy, everything's pure.
Garland, the pass to Davis. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And I tell you what, AD is able to brush off those defenders with ease because of how strong he is. That's what they call weight room.
MP's shot is good.
Not a lot in the way of defense here tonight, but, you know, that's about the norm.
Yep, this game is always going to be about offense, about entertaining these fans as much as possible.
Now here's Giannis. A nice shot by LeBron.
You know, this is one of the reasons why Giannis' teammates appreciate him, because when they're open, he finds them.
Doncic kicks to MP. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Now here's Giannis. Garland surveying the D. 5 to shoot. LeBron passes to Antetokounmpo. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
And this game literally has been wide open. As wide open as it gets.
Yeah, both teams completely neglecting their defensive duties.
And here's MP for 3. And it's the East with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Outside for Davis. At the elbow, Jokic to the paint. And James throws it down hard.
Oh, and the crowd goes crazy after seeing that finish.
Yep, a throwdown appropriate for the occasion. That's how to get these fans revved up and excited.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Quick on the shot. Love watching LeBron go right up with that jump.
That bucket in no time at all. And that's now 10 points for MP.
That's 4 connections and 5 tries now for him in what's been a great first quarter.
James outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Jokic trying to free himself up. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist by LeBron.
Not much in the way of defense being played here early on.
Well, you know how it works. I mean, both teams will be conserving their energy at the defensive end until later on. That's typically how this thing unfolds. But he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Antetokounmpo finds Davis. And that one is off. Great D that time from Tatum. Inside. And the dunk by Embiid.
Embiid, what a show of force right there. Going hard at the rim for the dunk.
Passes it to Garland. And the bucket is good. 3-point play change here for him.
Well, you can't expect lockdown D in the All-Star game, especially in the first half.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the West All-Stars.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And they've also been effective from beyond the arc tonight. And if that continues, guys, it can really open up the rest of their offense.
And here is Antetokounmpo after the three-pointer from MP. James, Jokic on the follow.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
On the wing, Giannis, guarded by Harden. Here's LeBron. Good D by Embiid.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
MP kicks to Embiid. MP passes to Embiid. To the middle. And Davis sends it back.
No, sir. Don't bring that in here. AD having none of that. What an imposing figure he is defensively.
Jokic with the bucket.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Timeout called here by the East. They're going to talk it over. The East making a switch. Leonard's checked in, so an almost entirely new group now for the West. Zion Williamson's checked in for Embiid. Kevin Durant comes in for Jason Tatum. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Doncic. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for James Harden. And it's Durant missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
You know, with AD's improved court awareness, when guys on his team get open, he'll find them.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up to the west. To the inside. That one doesn't go. Great D that time from Davis. Back to Jokic. Lays it up off the glass. Jokic has got 8 points.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Sinks the three-pointer. MP's got 21.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Back to Garland. Down low. Here's Giannis. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got 4 assists now tonight.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
MV trying to free himself up. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
Excellent release in the pick and roll that time by Durant. He's developed a nice feel for the game.
Outside Garland. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Back to Garland. The dish to Davis. Kicks it out to Garland. From deep three-point range. And another three from the east.
And that's getting it done from deep. That's what the All-Star game gives you, the freedom to show your full range.
You know, taking that shot in a regular season game might get you a spot on the bench, but here, it gets you a standing O.
West All-Stars shooting their first free throw of the night here. Here's Leonard. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Loads it up for Davis, and Davis throws it down.
There's no stopping that. AD is too long and strong to bother that alley-oop.
MP passes to Durant. Now MP. He's got 24. With the drive and the dunk by MP. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Now here's Leonard. Davis kicks to Antetokounmpo, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Brown is checked in for MP.
And, you know,
All-Stars with some changes. James comes in for Kawhi Leonard, and Lillard subbed in for Garland. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
We've got Davis. LeBron James is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Giannis in at the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars. Awesome display of athleticism captured by your AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Embiid's shot is good.
Light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one. How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
Here's James. The West All-Stars getting their last shot to go. It's Lillard, top of the key. They get the rebound. Another shot. Good on that shot. And with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Anthony Davis. MP passes to Doncic. Harden dishes to MP. Inside. Here's Tatum. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Tatum's got the lead up to 10 now for the West All-Stars. Here's James. 7 points in the game. Tries again. And the call on the shot. It sends him to the line. It goes on Jason Tatum.
There are very few that can handle and battle with Davis inside. I mean, he's got really tremendous strength and agility and a nice touch.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Here's Harden on the wing. MP. And MP throws it down.
You know, as a distributor and dime dropper, Harden has really got a nice eye for how to get teammate shots. And does a really good job setting up a shooter.
Now, here's Lillard. Trailing by 10. And Davis gets it to go.
Well, I like the setup there. LeBron with the nice pick.
Frank, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Now here is Davis. After the miss from MP. Davis with the bucket.
Davis gets going like this. There's no way you can stop him, giving you his entire package right now.
And stolen by LeBron. Now here's Jokic. 8 points for him. The putback. It's good on the putback.
You know, he started the game knocking down shots, guys, and now in the second quarter, he's taking it to another level.
MP passes to Doncic. MP kicks to Doncic. MP outside. Knocks down the three ball. MP's got 31.
You might want to track this guy. Mark him definitely. Just deadly from deep so far.
From deep, James. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Tatum gets the bucket.
You know, a focal point for Tatum early on, increased the consistency from deep, and he's done that with a lot of lab work.
Now, here's Lillard. No points in the game yet for him. Jokic finds Lillard. 5 on the clock. It's tipped and stolen by Tatum. Here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Harden throwing it down right in their faces. Don't be so mean, James.
The East trail by 11. Antetokounmpo passes to Lillard. Good ball movement here by the East. James looking around. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. And so MV will bring it up for the West. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Timeout called, East All-Star. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Now here's James. 7 points in the game. It's Davis on the wing. Back to James. 4 on the shot clock. Over MP. And another miss by the East.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Boy, that has to be a relief. Ending a 14-0 run by the West All-Stars.
MP dishes to Harden. Doncic kicks to MP. To the middle. Not going to go that time. Great D that time from Giannis. Over in the corner, Lillard. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 4 assists in the game. Harden finds Doncic. MP outside. To the paint. Tatum gets the bucket. Tatum's got his third basket of the night.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Lillard outside. Harden against Antetokounmpo. Here's LeBron. Goes back up. The pass to Jokic. To the inside. Lillard. Jokic trying to free himself up. Good on that shot. And with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Lillard. A nice shot by Embiid.
That's a nice soft touch from Embiid. Well, he's so smooth for a guy of his size. Scoring inside for him looks effortless.
Now here's Giannis. 12 points for him. And Lillard kicks to LeBron. Antetokounmpo looking it over. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Giannis has got 14 points for the game. Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout. A big
So it's the West All-Stars with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pack.
And it's time to strap in as we get set to bring you the explosive action of the second half of the All-Star game.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in the second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
Checking out the group for Stephen Silas to start the second half. We've got Doncic. Embiid is out there with Tatum. Then it's Harden. And it's MP in at the 3 set. James against MP. And he makes that one. He's got 11.
Well, you know, he's not a guy that's just going to settle for pulling up. When he has an opportunity, he's going to take it strong to the hoop.
MP outside. Down low. And the basket by Tatum. And the West leads by 20.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
LeBron passes to Garland. Back to LeBron. Trying to get open is Davis. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Garland.
You know, the strategy used to be in defending LeBron, make him shoot jump shots, long jump shots. He's countered that strategy by becoming a knockdown three-point shooter.
Tatum dishes to Embiid. MP right side. Kicks it to Tatum. Back to MP. The West All-Stars need to get a shot off here. Offensive rebound. That's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
James in the post. Covered by MP.
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Inside, it's stolen by Davis. James left side. And that one falls coming off of Davis's speed. James has got 16 points.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight lanes. Garland against Doncic. To the middle.
Here's MP. Chalk up 2 there. MP's got 39.
He's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
James the pass to Giannis. Pass to Garland. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And, you know, that's their first miss after knocking down 4 in a row to start the half.
Harden kicks to MP. On the wing, Doncic. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Giannis outside. Pass to Garland. Doncic with the block.
Yeah, the defensive Doncic looking a lot better. I mean, when he works hard at that end of the floor, he can get up and block some shots, too. Not a lot of them, but he can block a few.
The East All-Stars have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. The West leading by 20. To the paint, here's Harden. And it's Darius Garland with the rebound. And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for the East All-Stars. Doncic with the block. MP passes to Harden. And here is MP. He's got 39. High post, Embiid. Through the net again. He's done that 10 times tonight, and he's only needed 11 shots to get there. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the West All-Stars.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
The shooting's been great, but also, how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
MP with it. Harden left side. Passes it to Tatum. LeBron against MP. Back to Tatum. Just 5 on the clock. He gets that one. Tatum's got 11.
You know, right there, you see some of the old-school mid-range game that Tatum has in his bag.
Now a timeout called by the East. MP's really making a difference here.
And he is absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes.
East with the ball. James outside. Back to Garland. Releases. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got his 4th assist in this one.
Really doesn't matter what position LeBron is playing. The point, the 4 or the 5, James changes games with his passing ability.
Now the pass to Embiid. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Clearly an MVP caliber talent. Now Embiid continues to impress with his versatility on both ends. A man that big shouldn't be able to do the stuff that he does with the ball.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Embiid. The East All-Stars have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
He's a nightly triple-double threat, and I think Giannis is the most unguardable player in the game.
The West leading by 22. Doncic passes to MP. Harden outside. Back to MP. Inside. Doncic trying to get open. And taking the bucket on the assist by MP.
Tatum's got a lot of options he can go to on his finishes inside. This guy is a smooth operator close to the hoop.
LeBron up top. And another miss by the East.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
MP finds Doncic. MP against LeBron. To the inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Giannis.
Coming at you with so many ways to get his points. Tatum draws a lot of confidence.
Many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
Hold on. They've got Nikola Jokic. Antetokounmpo out there with LeBron James. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Garland in at the 2 guard. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars.
Hey, there are guys who have played as long as LeBron, okay? But how many have maintained their physical abilities the way he has so late in his career? I think that's a short list.
Doncic passes to MP. Down low, Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
Jason Tatum has so many different ways he can score, showing us a little solo spurt ability right there.
To their children, cause they taking care of these. I be on vacation, they be living through my pictures. Salty, I do that to them often. Versace on my feet, and you know your daddy bout them. For the streets, so you know I never house them. I'm like a GPS, I'ma reroute them. Gemini, send them where I found them. I ain't met a worth keeping how I lost him. Super costly, I know he hated, lost me. I don't want the if he...
So there you have it. Remember, the finals are on March 18th in person, and you can watch live on the NBA 2K's official Twitch channel.
Good luck to all the finalists, and be sure to check back here next week. We have one of the best in Play Now Online in studio, challenging Team 2K TV.
You won't want to miss it. Until then, enjoy the game, get to level 40.
And here are the East All-Stars now, down by 15. On the court for the West All-Stars, getting the 4th quarter going. We've got Harden. Tatum out there with MP. Then there's Doncic, and it's Embiid in at the center position.
He is such a well-coordinated, fluid athlete for his side. Joel Embiid blocks a lot of shots and probably changes even more.
Yeah, a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight, and that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And, Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
And we've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
Timeout called here by the East. They're going to talk it over.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
Now, here's MP.
What's the pitch?
To to the middle. Here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
You know, every year Embiid seems to kick his scoring up just a notch. I think he realizes how dominant he can be.
Curry passes to Jokic. No one near James as he lets it go. They get it again. Here's Antetokounmpo. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Antetokounmpo's got 21 in the game. MP outside. Shoots the three. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
And as usual, neither team really grinding too hard at the defensive end.
And I think that's okay in this event. I mean, I say the more highlights, the better.
Here's Curry with the three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Curry's got 10 points here in the second half.
And when you're looking for someone to answer a three-pointer, Steph's probably your guy. He lives to one-up the opponent.
And Embiid is right there. And the West leads by 19.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Outside Curry. Outside Garland. Back to Curry. James looking around. No good with the triple.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
MP's shot is good.
Some slick passing from Harden on that one.
And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the East All-Stars. Pass to James. Good ball movement here by the East. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got his 5th rebound in this one.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
LeBron outside. Harden against Curry. Back to James. That one's off. Still out of sync.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. And the West hit again from deep.
And the first half of his season, boy, how special has it been? He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent. And when he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've been seeing this year from him.
He's just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And here's MP for three. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Jokic throws it down.
Well, I tell you what, Curry is such a tremendous perimeter shooter, and I think his ability to set up teammates and his unselfishness are often underrated.
A nice shot by MP.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Now here's Curry. Here's LeBron. Back to Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Shot from 12. The East All-Stars check on 2 more.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
MP finds Harden. And with the internet and social media, players Clark have so much more ability to engage with the public and be heard. Is that important?
Kevin, anytime you can empower folks to share their voice, their stories, and be authentic in their own way, I think that's a positive. Player empowerment is something that social media avails, not only to players, but I think to everybody. It doesn't just bring attention to the game, but also causes and commitments players have to their respective communities and issues that are going on in the world. So I think it can be far more good than bad when you think about the platform of social media.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Well, there's a subtle but real physicality and aggressiveness to Doncic's approach to the game, and that's part of his greatness.
Here's DeRozan. The West All-Stars getting their last shot to go. Ball dishes to Randall. Loads it up for Giannis. And Antetokounmpo shines it in.
Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
MP kicks to Doncic. And it's good for 2.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Ball. No good. Shot missing. And it's the West taking it the other way. And there's the pass to MP. Doncic against Antetokounmpo. Back to MP. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And Clark, Commissioner Silver noted recently as the league moves to a more selective viewing experience, load management could hurt revenues even further.
Yeah, you know, when more fans can pay to watch individual games, it's a bit of an a la carte system. I think you need that star power every night. And even beyond that, Kevin, I think players, all players, but particularly the star players, have a responsibility to try to show up for work every single night. And that really should be the mindset. I think it goes beyond revenue. I think it's just a matter of principle. If you have a job, you should be looking to perform every time you have the opportunity. I understand rest, but I think rest should probably be confined to practice, not the game.
Here's DeRozan after the made shot from MP. Lillard outside. A baseline J. West All-Stars with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
The 3 from MP. And the West hit again from deep.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3-happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
Beautiful offense. Lillard creates time and again down the floor, whether it be for himself or for his team.
Timeout called here by the East. They're going to talk it over. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
And the tradition and honor of just being invited to play here, let alone receiving honors of All-Star Game MVP. Just tremendous. In fact, one could argue we had a couple great candidates here, but he deserved it.
Stars on your team, they take up the whole pie, and really they deserve it. But I think you got to have role players too who are willing to take a little less, the crumbs, so to speak. But when you're talking 7 figures, crumbs is probably a misnomer.
So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so
salty. I do that to them often. Versace on my feet, and you know your daddy bought them for the streets, so you know I never house them. I'm like a GPS, I'ma reroute them. Gemini, send them where I found them. I ain't met a worth keeping, how I lost them. Super costly, I know he hated, lost me. I don't want the if he not all about me. Say I look good, I feel good, got in my face a lot. You know I'm a star, so I'ma really need my space around me. Real ain't never been nothing fake about me. Writing up them statements about me. Can't even keep a house. How she gon' keep up with me? Black truck when they pull up on me. No, this ain't no Uber either. And I ride behind tent. They lying if they say they see her. She thought she was with me. Nobody gon' believe her. salty. I do that to them often. Versace on my feet, and you know your daddy bout them. For the streets, so you know I never house them. I'm like a GPS, I'ma reroute them. Gemini, send them where I found them. I ain't met a worth keeping how I lost them. Super costly, I know he hated, lost me. I don't want the if he not all about. Hey, got that check, let me see it, let me flip it. Hey, I got some if you ain't selfish. I stay in the mirror, I'm conceited, I can't help it. Him and the took a selfie. Him and the got acquainted. I'm toxic, now she treat him like a stranger. Now I'm finna call my ex and get the talking to him crazy. Ayy, never mind, I'm tripping. I shouldn't have. Babe, don't think I'm in my feelings. Let's get back to these that never tend to their children, cause they taking care of these. I be on vacation, they be living through my pictures. Salty, I do that to them often. Versace on my feet, and you know your daddy bout them. For the streets, so you know I never house them. I'm like a GPS, I'ma reroute them. Gemini, send them where I found them. I ain't met a worth keeping how I lost them. Super costly, I know he hated, lost me. I don't want the if he not all about me. And I don't give a fuck about no her, yo, those. Especially not know living with his. Especially not them broke. Like, especially not them caught in the shop. For years. Where your whip. And you sorry, where your kids. They don't live with them.
Girl, I've been patient, but we both know I hate waiting. You just gotta treat it like it's rolling, baby. Drop a pin at your location. Straight to the head, you love. Feelings that mix up. Like a Maserati. Like a Maserati. Let's dance, back it up, no hands. Shawty wanna slide at the crib. Tell Shawty slightly, lay 6 now. VVS diamonds for your rest. Tell Shawty slightly, lay 6 now. There's something about the way you move your head. Tell Shawty slightly, lay 6 now. Shawty wanna slide at the crib. Tell Shawty slightly, lay 6 now. She ain't even from around here. Everybody love me out here. If you ain't getting money around here, why you talking like a dummy out here? It's going down. I just wanna a little till I'm driving in the whip and we don't care about what the says. Running through the city, got Balenciaga on my wallet. Oh man, hey, let's dance. Back it up, no hands. Shawty wanna slide at the crib. Tell Shawty slightly, lay 6 down. VVS diamonds for your rest. Tell Shawty slightly, lay 6 now. There's something about the way you move your head. Tell Shawty slightly, lay 6 now. Shawty wanna slide at the crib. Tell Shawty slightly, lay 6 now. Slide, baby, slide. Hey, back it up now. Just slide with me.
And I can't lie, I've been pulling all these strings, now my hands tied. Know they love to kick you when you dance, so I stay. I ain't got the time, baby girl, I'm tryna take time. They threw dirt all on my name, I came back making landslides. Moving like I never had the chances in my past life. It's that show of heart, there ain't no beating, making. I might turn my chances to a mansion and the Atlas to attention. I need millions in my pension, all them things that I want expensive. I put it all in the rest on the checklist. Please don't ask why I move so restless. You know the prodigy taking effect. Don't hear the hate till they say it direct. Either way, I won't give him no breath. Long as I got my deposit in check, I might be the illest if I ain't a jack. I might need some healing, I probably repent. I'm always willing to make me a move like when I collect. Move through the city, no civil unrest in a way, trying to get my people out of debt. You know the spirit's blowing out his chest. I got a whole lot of soul to project, yeah. and I can't lie. I've been pulling all these strings, now my hands tied. Know they love to kick you when you down, so I stay. I ain't got the time, baby girl, I'm tryna take time. They threw dirt all on my name, I came back making landslides. This that get the people moving like a gas line. This that show a heart, there ain't no beat and make 'em. I might turn my chances to a mansion in the Atlas too. Look, everything you see I got from hard work. No cap. Let them kill my flame before I start first. No facts. Let them run their mouth until they jaws hurt. How you tryna walk before you crawl first? I used to be so on the fence that I rose to defense of myself, that they chipped like whoa. Soon as I noticed the rift and I broke it and split, my slice of the pie don't fold. I let the fire inside of me grow. Try to deny me, you already know. I'ma go harder and stronger and spit at you longer until I get paid what I'm owed. I need $1 billion for every new rhythm I come with and every new flow that I bless. I know I'm different because I'm indifferent, cause y'all playing checkers and I'm playing chess. What's the result? I'ma give you one guess. Try to provoke, I'ma leave you a mess. I'm getting ditches with every new pivot, cause literally I got my eye on the jet. I don't wanna hit it, shoulda, coulda, woulda, coulda. Never been the one to quit, never back down to the pits that I face. When it gets in my face and I don't step up, ill-equipped for the chase. I know it's hard to keep up with the pace. We printing money like it was a race. We getting plenty, it's funny how y'all living bummy and we out here cutting the cake. Yeah, and I can't lie. I done pulled so many strings, now my hands tied. I don't really listen to them dudes, call me anti. I ain't with the waiting for attention, I'ma take mine. They threw dirt all on my name, I turned it to a landslide. Try to pull my call, I call your bluff like it's a landline. It's that show a heart, there ain't no beating, make them. I might turn my chances to a mansion and the Atlas to my mattress, look.
They threw dirt all on my name, I turned it to a landslide. Try to pull my call, I call your bluff like this is landline. They threw dirt all on my name, I turned it to a landslide. Try to pull my call, I call your bluff like this is landline.
No entiendo por qué llaman si antes nadie llamó. No entiendo por qué vienen si antes nadie vino. Esperan que yo sea alguien que saben que no va conmigo. Porque siento que yo alguna vez me perdí y hoy que me levanté puedo decir que volví. Porque siento que yo alguna vez me perdí y hoy que me levanté creo que nunca me fui. Siempre bendecido, aunque hablen mal de lo mío y el periodista está inventando lío. Eso no me importa, yo sigo en lo mío. La gente sabe cómo soy, por eso están conmigo. Saben que soy un gordo, avaro con estilo. Muy caro que se comió el panorama con un solo bocado. Siempre lo han criticado porque siempre fui raro. Nunca hice lo que hacen, por eso no me alcanzaron. Es como lo imaginaron, un blanquito iluminado que escapo de la casa y la plaza lo he escuchado. Y después de haber notado mi nivel desenfrenado, muchos perros se tragaron todo lo que me vomitaron. Mucho bla bla bla, pero no hacen nada como nosotros lo hacemos, siempre estamos plenos. Ey. No entiendo por qué llaman si antes nadie llamó. No entiendo por qué vienen si antes nadie vino. Esperan que yo sea alguien que saben que no va conmigo. Porque siento que yo alguna vez me perdí y hoy que me levanté puedo decir que volví. Porque siento que yo alguna vez me perdí y hoy que me levanté creo que nunca me fui. En otras acciones yo no te voy a dar explicaciones y con 2 canciones hice que todos me mencionen. Dios me prometí no bajar escalones, pero decidí bajarlo y explicarle a estos torpes que tu séquito de nenitos envidiosos y pésimos. Quieran o no quieran, a mí deben darme crédito. Vean donde vean, siempre va a estar el polémico Paulito sin igual que roba el panorama escénico. Y ninguno salió a poder hacer lo que hice yo. Igual me criticaron, no sé qué pasó. Y eso que fui el primero que hace picado más flow. Pero nunca puse un pero porque represento a vos y a tus bandas de embusteros que dicen que rapero yo no soy, pero bueno, eso me huevo. Sé que sí hay dinero, es porque el imán soy yo. Igual nunca digo nada, siempre fui como un robot. Un caballo que mira para adelante sin error. No maldito quejoso, molesta como un bocón que no acepta que hay ejemplo y el ejemplo va a ser yo. Sí, el ejemplo voy a ser yo. El ejemplo voy a ser yo, sí. Ey, el ejemplo voy a ser yo. Siento que yo alguna vez me perdí y hoy que me levanté puedo decir que volví. Porque siento que yo alguna vez me perdí y hoy que me levanté creo que nunca me fui. Leones con flow, Paulo Londra, Isa 63, era por mí, claro que sí.
Piece of rap, piece of rap.
Money in the bag.
Ayy, cash out. Cash. Stacking the check that I pass out. That sound. Ayy. Tell you a lot where I'm at now. I went away for a little. Yeah. Tell them I'm back now. Cash out. Cash. Yeah, we finna cash out. Blue bills. Yeah. CC, I'm all in the background. It don't matter where you from, baby, no. It's where you at now. Back down. Nah, I never back down. I just been stacking the racks. Stacking and stacking, I'm stacking on stacks now. Hop in the booth. I'm only spitting the facts out. Hitting the gas. I got it pushed to the max now. Tell me relax. I'm finna spaz out. Credit card never maxed out. Government got me taxed out. You know I just stay in different brackets, that's a fact. Ayy, GPS my city, cause I put it on the map. Ayy, betting on a boy, you gonna double, triple that. Yeah, first I sign the check, I tell them quit it, it's a wrap. Ayy, yeah, I know they was trying to block me, cause it's too hard to copy. Y'all boys move sloppy. I've been racing to a check, yeah, just like Ricky Bobby. Bumpin' lottie-dottie, pull up in that Maserati. Ayy, cash out. Cash. Stacking the check that I pass out. That sound. Ayy. Tell you a lot where I'm at now. I went away for a little. Yeah. Tell them I'm back now. Cash out. Cash. Yeah, we finna cash out. Cash out. Cash. Stacking the check that I pass out. That sound. Ayy. Tell you a lot where I'm at now. I went away for a little. Yeah. Tell them I'm back now. Cash out. Cash. Yeah, we finna cash out. Yeah. Blue bills. See them falling in the background. Shawty trying. Yeah, I'm talking like SmackDown, WWE. She got that shawty with. She said I get it for free. I gotta flirt the racks. I don't do tip for tat. City is stay on my back. I'm never one to go act. You know I'm keeping it real. I just go say what I feel. I make a 1 to 2, then I turn into a meal. Ayy, cash out. Cash. Stacking the check that I pass out. That sound. Ayy. Tell you a lot where I'm at now. I went away for.